600,000 acres in one of these resource management plans to prevent a big fire there in the future. You want to roll that back? I think not. President Trump said to us in FY19, he said, get out, reduce hazardous fuels, and he said the BLM, Bureau of Land Management, reduce it on 600,000 acres. We did 846,000 acres, areas that will not burn simply because we got out and reduced the vegetation. And that's what these resource management plans that the governor is attacking allow us to do.
Yeah, all of these decisions that our liberal governor and his buddy, the liberal federal judge in Great Falls, are trying to get overturned with these radical environmentalists. Firefighting efforts, a river runs through it, land conservation effort outside of Missoula, all of those will be overturned if this governor gets his way. All because he's trying to pull a political stunt ahead of the November elections for his buddy Chuck Schumer. Let's see what. Firefighting. You mentioned John Melhoff with the Montana BLM office. Of course, you're with the national BLM. He said, I like what he said. He said something great a few months ago. He said, look, because of COVID-19, we can't have these big man camps fighting fires. Of course, women as well. But we can't have these big fobs fighting these fires. And, we need to fight them sooner. We need to attack the fire sooner. I thought, well, that's great. We should have been doing that prior to COVID-19. But, of course, their hands were tied under the Biden administration. But it just made sense. It was like, fight the fires faster, and instead of just spending a bunch of money on these gigantic man camps to fight the fires because we let them burn too far out of control in the first place. So I appreciate that approach under the Trump administration.
Well, let me add, Aaron, our emphasis, as John has told you, was initial attack, strong initial attack. Get out there as quickly as we can and fight the fires. Now, some of them got out of control. I mean, we had 130,000, 35,000 acre blaze north of our new headquarters in Grand Junction. And we had, all hands on deck in that situation. But we were able to do it because of the commitment of the Trump administration to getting out and fighting these fires. And I just want to do a kind of a public service announcement right now, and that is 80% of the fires are human caused. So I just beseech our visitors on our public lands, please be careful out there with fireworks and using your Second Amendment rights and, pulling over onto a grassy knoll with a hot engine. Please, because 80% of those fires are human caused.
Well, those PSAs were helpful too. Those PSAs were helpful too because, somebody I talked with our friends in the Flathead early on, and as somebody who's a new owner of an RV, he reminded us, hey,